Kristen here. Welcome back to my channel. So if you're interested in minimalism, simplifying, and healthy living, then stick around. So if you struggle with having a clean home, a clean house, a clean apartment, your space is always cluttered, messy, then this video is for you and this tip is going to be beneficial. Something that I've been implementing recently is the 1 minute rule. So the 1 minute rule basically says that if anything takes a minute or less in that moment, you're going to do or complete that task. Anything that's going to take a minute or less, I do it in that moment, complete the task, and then I move on. I don't save that task for later and let those tasks build up and build up. I do them right away in the moment. So for example, if I'm coming home from work and I'm really tired, exhausted, I have the coat closet, shoe closet right by the door, right? Easy access. Now I can put my shoes on the shoe rack and my coat and hang it up, or I can throw my coat and my shoes on the floor or on the couch and then have to pick them up later. So I apply the 1 minute rule and I put them away, right away. So this is one less task I have to do then before I get up the next day or later on that night, because then it's done. And again, it takes me 10 seconds max to hang up my coat and put my shoes away. So that's an area that I apply the 1 minute rule. You can also apply this to so many other areas. So for example, if I am maybe cooking something in the kitchen for supper and I'm just completing it out the cooking process, that I'm going to take the 1 minute that it takes to rinse out that dish or put the flour away or put the peanut butter away, right? I take a few seconds, less than a minute, to complete those tasks, so that way at the end I don't have as big of an insurmountable task to complete. It doesn't take me as long. Okay, so I delve it out into sections. It doesn't feel so overwhelming and the process just goes much smoother, much quicker. So that's my other tip, like picking up blankets or pillows or putting TV remotes and electronics and cords away. Doing something simple like that, again, delving it out 1 minute or less, right? Maybe after I'm done cooking, I notice the blankets are kind of disarrayed and I take that 1 minute to clean up the blankets after I've watched that movie, right? Again, you want to do this as much as you can in the moment. This just saves me so much time and effort. It takes about 30 seconds to do it. It does not take long at all, but it simplifies the process and makes my life easier. It also means that I'm less likely to procrastinate cleaning and doing some of those tasks because it's 1 minute or less, right? And so that's kind of been my mantra is, okay, Kristen, it takes me 30 seconds to complete this task. So if I can do it in 30 seconds, I can do it. Right? It's not like, oh, this is going to take me 30 minutes or an hour or 2 hours. It's going to take me 1 minute. That in and of itself does not seem insurmountable, okay, or overwhelming. It's 1 minute, and even if I don't really like doing it, it saves me a lot of rigmarole in the long run to just get it done right away. Some other areas that you can apply this to is, you can apply this to even basic tasks like mindfulness and emotional clutter, right? So maybe I'm feeling kind of anxious in the moment, right? And so I apply 1 minute of centered deep breathing or 1 minute of a self-soothe skill, using my senses or visualizing a calming place for a minute in between my lunch break at work, right? So this can also be something that you implement in other areas as well. And it just kind of helps ground and center you, especially emotionally, when you're maybe feeling a little bit overwhelmed, right? So do that daily check-in and take that 1 minute. Again, it doesn't have to be 20 minutes. It can be 1 minute here or there throughout the day that you're using different skills and techniques to calm down your body. You also can use this technique within your relationships, right? Maybe that 1 minute is the 1 minute break that you need after an argument with your partner or with your significant other. You had an argument, it was over something small, but honestly, you just got to get out of there for a second, for a minute, and take a break, and then coming back and deeper conversation later on. But again, taking a 1 minute break, applying that. Now, sometimes that may be longer. Something small, a small argument or disagreement, it may only 1 minute to kind of cool down and to recenter and really think clearly. So you can apply this rule with a lot of different areas. Obviously, sometimes there are going to be tasks that are going to take longer than that 1 minute, and I can definitely do a video on like tackling those tasks and decreasing procrastination when it comes to completing maybe some of those bigger items like deep cleaning or cleaning your entire bathroom that is going to take a longer amount of time. But again, those deep cleans are going to be so much easier if you do the small steps in the moment. So for example, I'm getting ready for work, putting on a little bit of makeup. I notice that there's a little bit of makeup residue on the counter. I spend 30 seconds spraying down my countertop and wiping it down, and that is one less step that I have to take later on when I'm deep cleaning my bathroom later on, right? Because I've kept up with it. I've cleaned the mirror, every few days and taken the 20 seconds it takes to clean my bathroom mirror, or the 30 seconds it takes to wipe down the countertop, right? It's something that isn't insurmountable and it's just very small, right? But I do it in the moment, and it means I have less clutter, less things to deal with, less things to clean, pick up later on. So that's kind of my tip. It's my 1 minute rule, and I use it pretty much all the time. And honestly, it's helped so much in me keeping things more clean and decluttered, and just overall less procrastination when it comes to like cleaning and picking things up, because in the moment I take that extra 30 seconds or that extra minute to pick up the excess. And that's all that I do. And so I'll section it out, even when I'm doing like a bigger clean. Okay, I'm just gonna pick up the shoes, and then I'm gonna take a break and maybe do something, and then I'm going to pick up all the blankets, and then I'm gonna pick up my kids' toys, right? So sectioning out time frames and little sections that you can do helps you gain momentum and confidence, and also build mastery in terms of like keeping a clean or decluttered space. So that's kind of my tip, my 1 minute rule. Comment down below if you guys have ever used this, or if you do try implementing it, how it goes for y'all. All right, it's a beautiful day to simplify, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.